Hi, this is Jim Starkweather, the publisher of KitMaker Network and Armorama.com, and welcome to another episode of Turning the Page. Today we've got from Steel Masters, their regular Steel Masters number 124. This is April-May 2014, so I think it's the most recent one, at least probably in the United States anyways. Obviously, this magazine, as I've said many times in the past, is in French. Francais is not, I do not speak the Francais. You can see, though, that it's going to have lots of great content in it, though, from a photo standpoint. And if you had even a smidgen of French, I'm sure you'll probably want to, check this out at some point and just kind of, use it as photo reference or even some particular vehicle and text kindy references. Because let's face it, we can all just kind of look at it and just tell. Obviously, they're talking about Normandy here and something about a province and Belfort and La Choy and all these names that we're familiar with. Just in a more kind of Frenchy formal way. Anyways, basically, the gist of these is usually they have pieces like this at the beginning, which are historical and have a lot of information about the specific time during World War II, almost always. Although sometimes they dabbled in other French history periods. I believe there was one period, like in their historical events like in Vietnam. And then we go into lots of great photos, and some of these photos probably are unique to this magazine and hadn't been seen before. They do try to do that as well, I believe. But then they go into modeling subjects like this one. So here's one that's obviously Operation Level Sandomierz. And this one is a T-3485. No idea what that is. Not sure quite how this would be, because usually these things have a tie-in to France. So I'm not sure if somehow this was a Soviet Union that invaded. This was a Soviet Union that helped liberate France. I don't think so. I'm guessing it probably is in Russia and Ukraine. Actually, it looks like. But that's nice because usually you see a lot of French subjects in this, so it's nice to see some Russian ones for a change. Nice building there. That's really nicely made and put together. I'm not sure if that's all scratch built. It kind of looks like it is. So basically they go into a lot of detail there over that project, and then they'll move to the next project. Then we have another history piece there. This is usually like a specific, the Nebel Warfer, yes. I'm getting scolded right now in the brains of many modelers. How did you not know that? Well, because the only reason I knew about it even to begin with was probably because of like the games I've played. We didn't have models of these when I was young, so it's really, they're more new now. Or they're more information about them. All right, so as a matter of fact, I have to point that out. I didn't even see one of these things until I was playing what the heck was I playing? Some game. I don't remember if it was an older game, like way back to like Panzer General or something, or whether it was like a newer game, like what was the one? It was a first-person shooter, Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor, I think, had these in them, but it was like. Even back then, games were having an influence on like the kind of like what people thought was cool and so forth. I mean, otherwise, why the heck didn't Tamiya make one of these back in the 60s or 70s? People didn't. They were like one of those little rare things that people didn't even really focus on or know about. All right, a little rant there because people are always like getting on me for stuff like that. It's like, please. I knew a lot about World War II back when I was young, but there was only so much information you get. I mean, a lot of younger people, especially any of the older guys know this, but if you're a younger person now in your 20s or so, and you think that it's like, how did you not know that? It's because you had to have books and information. You couldn't just go on the internet and look stuff up. I mean, you really did have to have some kind of knowledge and resources and something to actually, probably a book to open up. I mean, every once in a while you'd learn something from a TV program, some kind of war documentary or something like that. But I mean, essentially we learned about World War II from movies and stuff more than anything else. But then later, obviously, when a lot of books were available and people started reading the various books that kind of detailed, things like. Anyways, I'm sorry, getting side ranted on my Steel Masters review here. All right, so. All right, and you can see lots of project photos, and I didn't even do it in French. So they go into a lot of the painting detail here, which is nice. That is an interesting. That's an actual show, Strassa 2014 Model Expo in Italy. I want to go to Strassa 2014. It looks like a historical modeling miniature show. Looks like it'll be cool. BSMC 2013. That's a really, I like that. What did they do there? They They took the front of a tank, cut it down, and made like kind of a at least I don't think that's a, yeah, that's actual bas relief. Bas relief? I don't remember that. Anyways, lots of photos from shows, more show photos, as in production ads, more show photos. So, you know, again, plus plenty of cool photography and stuff in these to appeal, even if you don't speak French. There is, however, I believe, going to be a U.S. version of this. If it's not already being made available, it should be made available soon. So take a look for that. And I think some of these magazines, I'm not sure about Steel Masters, but some of them are available through Pocketbooks online. I believe that's what it's called. And those are available in English online versions. Like they've translated the text or done something to make it available in that. So check that out as well. I'll try to have some links with these for that type of thing. Well, thanks for watching, and our thanks to History and Collections for sending us many copies of the magazines, and I'm promising to actually start getting more of them out because I've been a little bit behind on magazines and books lately, especially for these videos, because I've been updating I've been creating a new book area, which you can check out. I've probably mentioned it in some other videos, so, but check that out too. If you can find it on the site, I'll give you a cookie. Thanks for watching, and please comment and give feedback if you'd like.